So this issue is harmful on a number of levels. The first thing is when I ordered this, it had a description as a Blu-ray disc player. But when it arrived, it wouldn't play the Blu-ray disc, so I looked online and looked at the box itself, and it was clearly not a Blu-ray player. So I contacted the owner or the seller to let them know that first it wasn't a Blu-ray player and they should update their description, which they did. Now they're listing it just as a DVD player. Then they asked what they should do, and I said what I'd really like is for them to pick it up. I'm already out the Blu-ray player, and so they said they would pick it up, but they didn't. And they just said wait, and you can see well, I guess not all the correspondence is here. I can get that out of my outbox. But it says, please wait for the UPS to pick the item up from your address. And this sounded good, except nobody came to pick up the item. So a week later, I email again, and this time I ask because when I looked on eBay, it said that the seller was waiting for me to ship the item in, which is not what we agreed in these emails. And so I asked him to prove that there was a return label. And then things started to get moving. But we're already pushing into, we've now got about a 10-day delay because the seller didn't actually initiate a pickup as promised for the first 10 days. So finally, he proves that there is a tracking number, which is good. The disc player was waiting outside for that whole 10-day period, and UPS comes to my house every day for Amazon purchases. Now, then I get this, and sure enough, within 2 days, it is picked up, and I get a receipt. However, rather than issuing a refund, this is what I get from eBay today, and it's a little bit of a joke. So at 6:17 p.m., about 10 days, 20 days after that player has been picked up on that ticket, this seller now asks, so he's waited until the return period is closed, having gotten his player from the UPS that he finally initiated, and now he's saying that the return window is closed. So he delayed, and who knows what this actual return window is. So he now complains to eBay that he shouldn't have to give me a refund, despite the fact that the Blu-ray player wasn't a Blu-ray player, despite the fact that he's delayed and I told him within the first 24 hours. And then eBay doesn't ask what's going on. They don't ask anything at all. At 6:29 p.m., they say the case is now closed. So I still don't have a Blu-ray player because the seller didn't opt to exchange for an actual Blu-ray player. and I'm out all the hassle of emailing this guy, and he's got the money. So he's got the mislabeled player and the money, and eBay considers this a closed case. So then we go on to eBay, contact us. I mean, I just tried to resolve the situation, and they say you have to call them. But of course, then they're not here. Now, you can't transmit this email stuff even if you do call them. So it's basically set up in a way that makes it very easy for certain sellers to scam. And I think it's important to bring attention to this simply so that they don't do it to the next person. There is no easy way to get all this complex data to either eBay or the public. eBay's review blocks a detailed report like this. You can't. I have enough room to barely say that this person committed 3 accounts of fraud. The first is mislabeling the item. The second is saying he was going to send something, someone to pick it up and didn't. And the third is now claiming that he wants to keep the money and the disc. That's 3 areas of crappy service. Now I'm wasting more time to protect the next buyer by doing all this. So we'll see how eBay responds, but this is going up on YouTube regardless.